Want to help me put it together, Bertie?
I gotta help Margie and Mr. Gildersleeve get off on their dates.
Oh, thank you, Bertie.
You're welcome.
Oh, I forgot my nylons.
I'll get them for you.
Oh, never mind. Why don't you get up off the floor, Leroy? This is my office. Oh.
Leroy, where's Bertie?
She went that way.
Yo, Marjorie, is the iron still hot?
Oh, Bertie just pressed my dress. Where are you going tonight, Unky?
I'm taking Eva Jane to the movies. I'm a little late. Leroy, why don't you get off the floor?
If I don't stay flat, I'll get knocked down.
What are you going to see tonight, Unc?
Love is love, I guess.
Oh, with Anthony Dane, doesn't he just thrill you?
He's a drip.
He is not a drip.
You just like him because all he does is make love. L-O-V-E. L-O-V-E.
Juvenile.
He's a drip.
Bertie!
Yes, sir.
Will you sew this button on my coat?
Yes, sir. The court and I sure a busy time.
Putting on weight and bursting your buttons again, Unc?
I caught it on the drawer of my desk when I got up too fast.
The mayor walk in and catch you asleep?
Only thinking of ways to make the water department better, my boy.
Oh, I forgot to give Mr. Gildersleeve his tie. Here's Marjorie's belt.
Bertie, I forgot my belt.
Forgot my tie.
I'm a little post, Unc.
Oh. Bertie, how about my coat?
Oh, Uncle Mort.
Oh, my goodness. Bertie, my coat.
Bertie, my belt. Oh, Bertie, my finger. Oh, I just love movies, don't you, Throckmorton, where they wear costumes and all?
Well, I've never seen any where they didn't.
Oh, let me have one more look at this gorgeous lover boy. Isn't he a dream?
Eva Jane, when you squeezed my hand in there, were you thinking of him?
Oh, of course not.
You hadn't better be.
Oh, isn't Anthony wonderful?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he could do with a haircut. No, Eva Jane, I'm out of cigars. You mind if we stop by my office and pick some up?
Well, I don't know if I should go to your office at this time of night.
Well, if you feel better about it, you can wait for me downstairs.
Oh, I wouldn't think of letting you go up to that big, dark office all by yourself.
I'll only be a minute, Eva Jane.
Oh, don't be so sensitive about bringing me to your office at night. Why, this looks like a perfectly safe place for a girl.
Well, it is if her water bill is paid.
Oh, who's the imposing-looking man?
That's my boss, Mayor Terwilliger. And that's a picture of me when I took over as water commissioner.
Oh, Throckmorton, you're downright handsome.
The camera never lies, they say. Eva Jane, I think we ought to go.
Don't be so fidgety.
Well, we have pretty strict rules around here.
Oh, rules. Oh, my gracious. What are all these important-looking papers?
Well, those are some water reports. Bessie and I have to get to the mayor early in the morning. We'd better go, Eva Jane.
Bessie?
My secretary.
Oh. Well, I'm a little jealous of your secretary getting to spend all day with you.
Yeah?
I think I'd like to trade places with her.
Well, I'm sure you'd be more efficient, but I'm afraid we wouldn't get much work done.
Why don't we try it anyway? I'll pretend I'm your secretary. Now, you wait right here, and I'll go get Bessie's pad and pencil.
Well, I don't... But Eva Jane...
Now, Throckmorton, you get right back on in there.
Oh.
Now, you go and sit down at your desk and dictate to me your report to the mayor.
But...
Now, let me take your hat off. Oh, Throckmorton, where does your secretary usually sit?
Well, Bessie usually sits over there, but in your case...
Oh, Throckmorton, I think I'd better sit in a chair. All ready.
Gildersleeve. I saw the light. I wondered who was up here at this late hour.
Just me, Your Honor. Yeah, and Miss Wingate. This is our mayor. Miss Wingate, Mayor Terwilliger.
How do you do?
How do you do? Gildersleeve, what's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a new secretary.
New secretary? Oh,
You're working rather late, aren't you?
well,
Oh, I don't mind a little overtime.
Oh, good.
Oh, I was wondering when I'd have an opportunity to meet you, Your Honor. I've just been admiring your picture.
Am I? Oh, well, thank you, Miss
Wingate.
Swingate. I think you've done right for once, Gildersleeve, getting rid of your old secretary.
well, perhaps I should explain, Mr. Mayor.
No explanation is necessary. Bessie was grossly incompetent. I know that.
Bessie makes a few mistakes.
I realize you hated to let her go, but an executive must be firm for the good of the city.
Yes, indeed.
In fact, Gildersleeve, I wouldn't hesitate to fire you for the good of the city.
We wouldn't want that to happen, would we, Miss Wingate?
Oh, gracious, no.
Well, I'll say good night, pal.
Must you go so soon?
Good night, Mayor Terwilliger.
I'll stop by when you aren't quite so busy.
Yeah, great. Good night, Mr. Mayor.
In fact, I think I'll drop by the first thing in the morning.
In the morning?
Well, yes. I always like to get acquainted with our new employees.
Leroy, that's your third slice of toast. I needed to finish my eggs. Now pass the eggs. I've got to finish my toast. Thanks, Marge. I'm a neat eater. I like things to come out even. Oh, this could go on forever. Yeah. Hey, Bertie. Leroy. Any more eggs?
Just the two in the shell I'm saving for your uncle.
He was out late last night. He may not get up till noon.
Oh, Bertie, don't let Leroy talk you out of Uncie's egg.
Don't worry, Marjorie. Bertie's an egg watcher.
Oh, he's up early.
I better go get his breakfast started.
Oh, I wonder what could get him up at 8:30.
Maybe his bed caught fire and he's calling the fire department. Good morning, Auntie.
Good morning, children.
Good morning.
Oh, you're up early.
Yeah, what's up?
I had to get up early to phone Bessie not to come to work today.
Oh, I thought your problem was getting her to work.
Bertie! I'm in a hurry. Can I have my breakfast?
What's with Bessie?
Well, the mayor thinks I've hired a new secretary.
Well, what gave him that idea?
I stopped by the office last night with Eva Jane to get some cigars. That's the truth. Unfortunately, the mayor walked in while Eva Jane was playing my secretary.
Oh, Unky.
Oh, brother.
Now the mayor thinks I've fired Bessie and hired Miss Wingate. Bertie?
Yes, I'm coming. Mr. Gildersleeve, you're up early.
I know.
You sneaked up on me. Let me know next time you want it early, and I'll have it ready for you.
Yeah, all right.
Anytime you want it early, you just let me know.
All right, Bertie.
Unky, why didn't you just explain to the mayor that Miss Wingate was your girlfriend?
One of them.
Midnight at the office didn't seem the time or the place to explain.
Heck no. The mayor's just waiting for a chance to fire you.
No, he isn't. He just likes to keep people on their toes.
What are you going to do?
Well, I've been giving it a lot of thought. One thing I know, I've got to keep Bessie out of the office temporarily.
I heard you coming so late last night. I didn't think you wanted early. How was I to know?
Yeah, that's all right.
Anytime you want it early, all you got to do is let me know.
Yeah.
I'm up anyway, so all you got to do is let me know anytime you want it early.
I'll never get up early again, even to save my job. Oh, good morning, Foley.
Oh, hello, Commissioner. You're early.
That's what everybody tells me.
Must have been quite a fracas in here last night.
Foley, let's not speculate. You know I don't permit any monkey business in this office.
Oh, sure. What do you want done with this?
I'll take that, Foley. Have you seen Bessie this morning?
No, but that's not her shade, Commissioner.
How about the mayor? Has he been in yet?
Yep. Saw him drive in the parking lot. His chin stuck clear out over the radiator.
Good morning, Mr. Foley.
Morning, Miss Bessie.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you're in early.
Yes, I know. Bessie, don't take off your coat.
Oh, goody. Are we going somewhere?
Well, Foley, we'll excuse you. Bessie and I have to go into conference.
Oh, sure.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you look so serious.
Bessie, I want you to take the day off.
Oh, I can't. I made a lot of mistakes yesterday, and today I have to work like crazy.
Forget work. Take your vacation, starting today.
My vacation?
That'll give me time to get things straightened up around here. Bessie, I don't want the mayor to see you.
Mr. Gildersleeve, this isn't your nice way of telling me I'm through, is it?
When you get back, Bessie, everything will be the same.
Oh, I'm so glad. Because a terrible thing happened when my girlfriend went on her vacation.
Hurry, Bessie, please.
When she came back, her boss had been fired.
Gildersleeve.
Quick, Bessie, the broom closet.
But I thought I was going on my vacation.
Just be quiet.
Gildersleeve, what are you doing?
And just cleaning up a little, Mr. Mayor. Come in.
Oh, where's your new secretary?
Your new secretary? Oh, she hasn't come in this morning yet.
Oh? Oh, well, I guess she can be excused. After all, she was working rather late.
Foley, what's this?
Just putting away the mop.
Well, can't you do that, waiter?
Done?
Gildersleeve, I'm sorry your new secretary isn't here. Miss, what's...
Wingate.
Wingate, yes.
Mops. Why don't you come back later, Mr. Mayor? Another day.
Well, I suppose I'll have to. I'm leaving town.
Good idea. Have a nice long trip, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll drop in and see you and Miss Wingate first thing tomorrow.
No hurry.
I always like to acquaint new personnel with municipal operations.
Well, if you insist. Goodbye, Mr. Mayor.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve.
No, Bessie.
I heard everything. You're going to fire me.
No, I'm not.
I'm going home.
Good idea. You go home and stay there until I call you.
Oh, how do I know you'll ever call me?
No, Bessie, don't cry. Trust me. I'll take care of everything.
You will?
Somehow.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you're like a father to me.
Excuse me, Daddy.
Hi, Unc.
Hello, Leroy.
How did the day go?
It's been rough, my boy.
Oh, hello, Unky.
Good evening, my dear.
How are things at the office?
Now that I'm home, I prefer to forget about my office problems.
Oh, certainly. What happened?
Well, at least I got Bessie out of the office today.
How about the one you got caught smooching with last night?
Leroy, I was not smooching.
Speaking of smooching, Unc, what are you going to do about Miss Wingate?
Well, I've given that a lot of thought. As long as I can keep her out of the office, I'm safe. The mayor can think she's quit.
Gee, Unc, you ought to do something about those eyes.
My eyes?
They look like two red lanterns over a mud hole.
You have been working them pretty late nights, Unky. Why don't you run upstairs and get the eye drops, Leroy?
Sure.
And why don't you come over to the couch and relax?
You know, I might stretch out for a few moments before dinner. Yeah, when I get home with my little family, my problems don't seem quite so big. Thank you, my dear.
Got it, Unc.
Yeah, here, my boy.
No, I'm gonna do it. Left eye, Unc.
Don't drop them so high, my boy.
Leroy, let me have it.
I'm gonna do it. Right eye, Unc.
Well, you're gonna drop it?
I'm on target. Don't flinch. Bombs away.
Leroy.
Oh, Leroy, you shouldn't have done that.
You're all right, Bertie.
Hello, Bertie.
Why, Bessie.
May I see Mr. Gildersleeve?
You sure can. Come on in.
Bessie?
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. Marjorie, Leroy.
Hi.
Mr. Gildersleeve, may I see you a moment, privately?
Yes, of course. Do you mind, children?
Not at all. See you, Betsy.
So long.
Sit right down, Bessie. Now, what's wrong?
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve, remember the time you let me go for coffee at 10 in the morning?
Yes.
And when you didn't get mad the time I forgot to fill your pen?
Well,
And when you allowed me to go home a half hour early for my brother's wedding?
yes, but what's this all about?
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve, I came here to thank you for all that and being so nice to me when I was your secretary.
When you were?
Yes, sir. I'm quitting.
You're quitting?
I know I'm not efficient. I make mistakes like crazy, and you've been sweet to cover up for me and protect me.
Well,
I think the mayor's right. You deserve a better secretary.
now, Bessie, don't you belittle yourself. I'll even give you a letter of recommendation.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Leroy, you shouldn't be listening.
Hey, Bessie quit.
She did?
Uh-huh. Now Unc's home free. He doesn't have a secretary problem.
Don't you worry, Bessie. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Eva Jane.
Hello, Throckmorton.
Well, I wasn't expecting you.
Well, surprise.
Yes.
Aren't you going to invite me in?
Yeah. Well, yes, come in. Bessie, I want you to meet...
You're Bessie.
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm your replacement.
What's that, Eva Jane?
You're Miss Wingate? She's a secretary?
You two shouldn't be listening.
Eva Jane, you're not serious.
Well, of course I'm serious, Throckmorton. After talking to the mayor in your office last night, I got to thinking, why shouldn't I be your secretary?
But...
The mayor seems to like me.
Mr. Gildersleeve, what does she know about being a secretary?
Well...
I'm very qualified. Look, Throckmorton, I got these darling glasses, especially for secretarial work.
Eva Jane, we never get any work done.
From what the mayor said, your ex-secretary didn't get any work done either.
I resent that. Mr. Gildersleeve, I resign from quitting.
You mean you're not quitting?
I'll be back in the office at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Now, Bessie...
You needn't bother to show up because I'll be there.
Eva Jane...
Throckmorton.
Now he's got two secretaries.
Poor Mr. Gildersleeve.
morning, Commissioner.
Foley, what are you doing here?
I put a new glass in your picture. I thought I'd straighten up in case you and your girl were here again last night.
Foley, nothing goes on here and you know it.
If it does, I wouldn't let the mayor know it.
Goodbye, Foley.
I'll be back.
Good morning, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, it's you, Bessie.
Yes, sir. Ready for work.
Bessie, I can't have two secretaries.
Well, all you need is one good one.
Eva Jane, you don't want to be a secretary?
Oh, not just a secretary. I want to be yours.
Oh, you boss stealer.
That's right, honey. Now, Throckmorton, I want you to sit right down in your chair and tell me what you want me to do first.
The first thing you can do is...
Bessie!
Now, you must have a lot of those boring old letters to write, so why don't I take dictation?
But Eva Jane...
Who can play this game? Dictate, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Girls, you're smothering me. I can't breathe.
Well, you wouldn't be so crowded if Bessie weren't here.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, Eva Jane. Oh, Bessie.
So, nothing ever goes on here.
Oh, Throckmorton.
That's as far as I go. I'll compete with pad and pencil, but that's all. Boss stealer. Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Bessie, wait!
Oh, Bessie, what are you doing here?
I'm leaving this minute permanently.
Oh?
Mayor Twilliger, I really shouldn't leave without telling you how much I appreciate these years you've let me work for the city.
Well, we all have to go sometime, Bessie.
Yes, sir. So I'll be going.
Goodbye, Bessie. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Gildersleeve's new secretary is in there now.
Oh, Miss Wingate?
Why don't you go right in?
Yes, I was just on my way. I always like to get acquainted with new personnel.
Oh, Throckmorton, isn't it wonderful the way everything's worked out?
But Eva Jane, this is no way to run a water department.
Oh, you'll be surprised at what an efficient secretary I'm going to be.
Mr. Mayor!
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Miss Wingate was just taking some letters.
Well, it looked more like a game of post office to me.
You, Throckmorton. Oh, my goodness. I'm sitting on your lap.
Yes, I think you were.
Eva Jane is not really a secretary.
Why, Throckmorton.
Oh, well, I don't think she's a secretary for you, Gildersleeve. Perhaps Miss Wingate should be one of my secretaries.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, I'd love it.
Now, Gildersleeve, I think if you hurry, you can catch Bessie.
Bessie! Bessie!
Here I am with my pad and pencil.
Bessie, take a letter.